Rise and shine, beloved great grand rising. Come on in, guys. We are here, and today we're going to continue with our topic of navigating the unknown. But today we want to trust the provision that is in the process. So go ahead, tag your friends, tag your family members, let them know Spiritual Success TV is live. Let me just make sure that we are live on Facebook. Let's just make sure I want to make sure I'm live on Facebook, and I must throw up a Grand Rising. There we go. Grand Rising. And we're ready to go. All right. With that being said, beloved, let's do what we do over here in the Spiritual Success Life community. Let's get grounded. Let's activate the success mind. We're going to sit with good posture, feet flat back, straight, hand on heart, if you will, and take a good healing deep breath in and exhale and relax. From the crown of the head, skin over scalp, you know the drill. That pulls your face, your eyes down, drop the shoulders down from your ear. Let the tongue and your mouth relax. Now turn the focus inward to the rich inner life and breathe. And exhale. Relax deeper all the way down. Those arms, those fingers, torso, core, thighs, legs, feet, toes. We're anchored, we're safe, turning that focus inward to the rich inner life. We want to tap into infinite possibility, infinite resources. One more for the power of 3. Good healing, deep breath in. Exhale. Let's stir the heart of gratitude today. The heart that says we're so happy to be here and we're so blessed. All right. We started a topic last week about navigating the unknown, right? And about using your assets. So today, what I want to talk to you about is being able to navigate the unknown, but trusting the provision that is in the process. I'm looking at the email I sent you guys, right? So what we want to look at when we start talking about navigating the unknown is that, first of all, I want you to really identify your safe place, your sacred space, your secret place. Remember, the psalmist records, he that dwells in the secret place, right? We want you to identify your safe place, your secret place, your sacred place. This is why we always turn in, right? So as a foundation to support us, if you are familiar with Christian canon in the Bible, Proverbs chapter number 3, verses 3-5 talks about trust. And so we want to amplify what it means to trust. And I'm going to read right from the notes, right? So love, things like love and faithfulness never leaves you, says the sacred text. Bind them around your neck and write them on the tablet of your heart. Love and faithfulness. Then you will find favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lead not to your own understanding. You know it. In all your ways acknowledge this Christ consciousness. Tapping into the God inward, your God self, and your path will be directed. So when we talk about trust, again, we're here to navigate the unknown. So many unknowns, so many X factors. But beloved, if we learn to use our hidden assets, the resources, the internal resources, you will never be void of the answer to any question, the solution to any challenge. You will always have what you need whenever you need it, all right? So when we look at this trust, we know that trust is a heart-centered thing. So when we talk about trusting, the provision and the process. I want you to put that in your notes, that there is provision in the process. Many times you've heard so many people speak, teach, preach around this subject of the process. Trust the process. But today, what I want to amplify for you is that there is provision in the process. So when we start talking about navigating the unknown, and I just want to land right here today because this is going to be rich and full of good meat, right? When we talk about navigating the unknown is not empty, beloved. The unknown is not void of substance and resources, but it is full. The unknown is full of unlimited opportunity. It's full of limitless resources and possibilities. Probabilities will work in your favor in the unknown. So I really want to underscore that. So it's worth repeating. I want to say it again. We want to trust the provision that is in the process. And you have so much provision provided for you when you're navigating the unknown, and the unknown is not empty. Please put that in your notes. The unknown is full. The zero life, the zero mind, as we speak to in our Spiritual Success Life community, come into that fifth dimensional realm of Christ consciousness, God consciousness. The unknown is not empty. If you could think of the unknown as the sum zero, remember, zero is full of possibility, full of energy, full of everything that you need as your prime materia, as your prime resource to begin the process of trusting this divine provision. So it's not empty. The unknown is fertile ground, full of wisdom, full of power, full of grace, full of everything. Can you please put this in your notes? And I want you meditating on this all week. I'm doing the same. I always have whatever I need whenever I need it. Come on and say that. I always have whatever I need whenever I need it. So we're never lost. We're never in lack. We're never in scarcity. Take a good healing deep breath in and relax. Allow the vibration, the energy, the frequency of that statement to settle in your cells. Yeah, we're doing the real work over here. Allow that to settle in your cells to the point where it kicks a message back to the subconscious and you're able to move and flow, right? So the unknown is fertile ground. When you lean into trust, when you start leaning into trust, which is a heart thing, it's a spiritual thing, it's a heart-centered thing. When you start leaning into trust, that is when you start tapping into all your spiritual resources, favor, guidance, divine timing, synchronicity. Everything starts moving, flowing, and lining up for you when you start tapping in to this fertile ground of the unknown. So this is how we do it. We start trusting the heart, again, not the head, because the head is always going to be in conflict trying to figure out and how to navigate based on what is seeing produced in 3D. But when we tap into the infinite space of the heart, the all-knowing of the heart, the limitless resources of the heart, spirit, Holy Spirit, divine guidance, then that is when you tap into that fertile ground. And so when you begin to trust with the heart, you start tapping into all of this provision. And I'm stuck here on the word provision. Again, take a deep breath in and allow that word to penetrate on the cellular level. That no matter what the process is that you are in, no matter what it is that you're dealing with or going through, there's always provision. I can't stress that enough. And I can feel that. Come on, you want that to get down into your cells until it stirs up and a whirlwind breaks out in your spirit. Provision. All right, I just had a glitch there. I hope we're back, right? I can see over here, right? Endless provision. And so when we look at that and we say that there's provision in the process, we want to start putting that in on such a deep level that you know that no matter what the process is, no matter what it is that you're going through, there is divine provision there. What is that provision? It's prima materia. It is unlimited resources. It is grace. It is health. It is wholeness. It is favor. It is benefit. It's everything that you need whenever you need it. And we want to trust the provision that is granted while you're in this process. And this is how we start navigating the unknown. Grand Rising, Lisa, thanks for joining us live. This is how we start navigating the unknown, which is not empty, repeating for the third time, but is fertile and is full of everything that you could possibly desire. I want this to rest in your spirit today. We're navigating the unknown because nothing seems to be certain. Every day, something's changing, something's moving. I want us to start seeing that as something good, something rich, something powerful, something amazing, that everything changes in an instant. So that means you have 101, 1,001, 1,000,001, 1,000,000,001 opportunities for something to change in your favor. Come on now. Let that go deep in. Come on, breathe that in. Let it go deep in. So as we sit here today on this traditional Palm Sunday in the Christian community, possibilities are endless. And we want to trust the provision in the process. While you're in the process, while you're in the transition, while you're leaving point A to get to point F or point G or point Z, wherever you are on your spectrum, we want to trust that there is divine provision in the process. Wisdom, grace, favor, love, joy, happiness, peace, solutions, relationships. But this is what is being required to you, for you, and of me, right? Required of you. Gee, my goodness. All right, is that we have to engage. Somebody put that in the notes, engage. You have to engage life. And I'm doing it. All of my community, we're doing it. We're making a concerted effort to engage with life more. Come on and write that in your notes. Let's breathe that in as well. That is what it's going to take. So all this week, as we are navigating the unknown, number one, we are trusting the provision that's in the process, because the unknown is not empty. The unknown is full. It is fertile ground. It is infinite possibilities. I want to say it again because it just felt good in my spirit when I said it. Because things are always changing and moving and shifting, I have 101 opportunities, 1,001, 1,000,001. I skipped right over 1,000,000,001, 1,000,000,001. That is what feels good in my spirit. 1,000,000,001 opportunities for it to work in my favor, for the unknown to produce something amazing for me. for the unknown to produce something that will carry me the rest of my life. Let me land here and say this. I've shared this many times, but we have to come to a place of rest and a place of stillness. So we added on to the All Is Mantra tool, right? And so at the end of the All Is Mantra tool, you know it, all is well, nothing missing, nothing broken, no place to be, nothing needs to be done. I surrender all, I let go, I let God. I'm now open to receiving all the good I desire and deserve, and it is so. Thank you. And then yesterday, this tool came up in a session, and it's called Stillness Speaks. And I decided that I would tap it right on to the end of the mantra because the instruction was for 1 minute, 3 times a day. Well, since I'm already doing the All Is Well mantra, I'm tapping this next tool onto the back of it for 1 minute. And the instruction was to zoom out, to ascend. So the analogy we got, or the visual that came, is like when you're in an airplane. If you can see that airplane taking off and ascending, when you're on ground level, everything is big. It's in your face. You can see particular things, right? Everything is specific. But as that airplane starts to climb and ascend and goes higher, and by the time it reaches 30,000 feet, but you see things begin to get smaller and smaller, and the view gets wider until when you're all the way up there, you don't really see anything particular, but you can feel the energy and the vibration of everything that's below. I want you to follow me, because this is what we're being asked to do in this season, is to pull up and ascend and allow our spirit to hover over all the unchanging scenarios, nothing particular, but intuitively and instinctively allowing your spirit to just hover and cover whatever the concerns are in your life, whatever the process you're navigating through, whatever it is. We want to climb so high above it that we're not looking at anything particular. So just like, for instance, when you watch the news cycle here in the US, so many things are happening, so many things are changing every day, every week, right? You don't know if it's Medicaid, you don't know if it's Social Security, you don't know if it's tariffs, you don't know, on and on and on and on and on. We're being instructed to ascend and allow the spirit to hover, just like the Genesis writer declared of our Creator. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. The earth was without form and void. In the Hebrew, it says that the earth was a unrecognizable ruin. So in the chaos, in the confusion, in the unknown, the unrecognizable ruin, the spirit hovered. It covered in a wide way, and the vibration of spirit began to brood and vibrate. So this is what we're being asked to do, okay? So for 1 minute, ascend. So what are you going to do? You're going to take another deep breath. You're going to ascend, allow your spirit to ascend, ascend, ascend until there is nothing, till you're at zero. And you should already be there, because if you're going to do it at the back of the All Is Well mantra like I'm doing, you're already there at zero. And just allow your spirit to vibrate in peace. Remember, you're not asking for anything. You're not focusing on anything. You're not mentally trying to see anything. You're at zero. You're in the thick darkness for 1 minute. And at the end, set a timer. You say this: I know it's being worked on. You don't have to mention what it is. I know it's already done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And allow yourself to stay connected to that vibrational frequency of zero, because zero is never empty. So right now, as we do this, let's take a deep breath in and ascend. relax, ascend, see nothing. Allow your spirit to just feel, vibrate. 1 minute in stillness. I know it's being worked on, so that means it's already done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As we do that, beloved, you're going to see things manifest so much quicker, more synchronicity coming into play, more things working out in your favor. Because remember, there's 1,000,000,001 ways for it to work out in your favor at any given moment on any given day. All right? Come on, beloved, take a next healing deep breath in. Relax. Please, when you come out of this live, go back in and hit the like button. Anything that you remember, type a comment. Will you do that for me, please? That will help the algorithm. As you can see, they're not pushing this out to anybody today, right? And that's the only way that these algorithms are going to push this out so that all of my thousands of friends can see it is when we start interacting. All right, SSLers, I'll see you tomorrow in the Success Lounge, 12 noon. Have a blessed, wonderful, and amazing rest of your day. Bye for now.